If you're a solopreneur struggling with content marketing, you're not alone. 70% of solopreneurs quit their content marketing efforts within 6 months. They're wasting time, they're burning themselves out, and not seeing results. But what if I told you that most of these fails come down to just 7 avoidable mistakes? Stick around because I'm going to not only explain what those 7 mistakes are, but how to fix them so you can completely turn your content marketing strategy around. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create content that serves your audience, not your ego. Mistake number 1, creating content without clear goals. Most solopreneurs just jump straight into content creation without planning a thing. They don't have a goal or a purpose, and then they wonder why they're not getting the results that they're looking for. When you create content without purpose, it's like busy work. You're basically just shooting arrows at a target in the dark. And when you publish content that's all over the place, you're confusing your audience about what you really do. Before you create any content, there are 3 questions that you must answer. What specific business goal does this content serve? Who exactly am I trying to reach? And what action do I want people to take after they consume this content? Without clear answers to these 3 questions, you're not doing content marketing. You're just making more noise in an already noisy online world. So make your content marketing make sense. Mistake number 2, trying to be everywhere at once. One of the fastest ways to burn out is platform overload. That's when you're posting the same content across all channels without customizing, struggling to keep up with posting schedules, and seeing declining engagement as you add more platforms. When you spread yourself thin across multiple platforms, each one only receives a fraction of your attention. The quality of your content suffers, your posting becomes inconsistent, and you never build the momentum to establish authority on any platform. Basically, you're trying to dig a bunch of shallow holes instead of one deep well. So how do you choose the right platforms for your business? You should pick your platforms based on where your ideal clients spend their time, which platforms allow you to best showcase your expertise, and the platforms that you can realistically and consistently maintain with high quality content. For most of us, this just means 1 or 2 platforms with maybe occasional cross-posting to 1 or 2 secondary channels once you've got your rhythm down. Because posting quality content on 1 platform beats posting mediocre content on 5. Mistake number 3, making content nobody wants. The biggest disconnect for solopreneurs comes between what you want to create and what your audience wants and needs. Your personal interests are not a business strategy. You may love discussing industry trends or sharing behind-the-scenes glimpses of your work process, but if your audience needs practical solutions to their problems, they'll ignore you. Here's a few ways to research what your audience cares about. Survey your existing clients about their biggest challenges. Monitor industry forums where your target audience vents about their problems, like Reddit, and analyze your previous content to see where you got the most meaningful engagement. It's okay to make the things that you love, just don't include that in your content strategy. Mistake number 4, inconsistent publishing. Sporadic posting destroys trust and your SEO rankings. You have to commit to show up consistently, otherwise your audience will forget you and search engines won't rank your stuff. If you're lacking systems in your business, try content batching to save time and get more consistent. Set a realistic schedule that you can actually stick with using a content calendar and repurpose the content that performs well. You can learn more about my batching and content planning process in my content planning video. It's linked in the description and at the end of this video. Mistake number 5, neglecting SEO. Neglected SEO equals invisible content. SEO isn't technical wizardry. It's a best practice, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Your ideal clients are somewhere searching for exactly what you offer, but if they can't find you, they'll go to someone else. For a deeper dive on SEO and keyword research, check out the videos that are linked in the description and at the end of the video. Mistake number 6, turning your content into a pushy sales pitch. When people log into social media, they're not there to look for ads. They want connection, entertainment, and value. But the hard sell approach trains people to ignore you. Posting educational content with value, builds trust that converts better than promotional content. When you consistently help people solve problems through your content, they begin to trust your expertise and see you as a valuable resource. This trust becomes the foundation for future business relationships when they need professional help. Try to follow the 80-20 rule. 80% educational content and 20% promotional. You want to know more about the kind of content types that will help build trust with your audience? Watch my evergreen content video that is, guess what? Linked in the description. Mistake number 7, chasing vanity metrics. Your follower count, your subscriber count, likes, shares, none of that stuff pays the bills. What good is it to celebrate vanity metrics when you or your business is starving? Vanity metrics can create a false sense of success, but meaningful metrics are directly related to your business goals. So instead of vanity metrics, track things like email subscriber growth, consultation or discovery call bookings, qualified lead generation activities, and revenue from content marketing efforts. You could also use free tools like Google Analytics to see when people visit your website to do things like download a resource, book a call, read a blog, or watch a video. Tracking that data will show you which pieces of content really matter and resonate with your audience. All right, that's it. We just covered the 7 content marketing mistakes that kill your content strategy. 1, creating without goals. 2, trying to keep up with platform overload. 3, making content your audience doesn't care about. 4, posting inconsistently. 5, ignoring SEO. 6, being too salesy. And 7, chasing vanity metrics. Pick one of these mistakes that hits close to home and commit to fixing it this month. But don't try to fix everything at once. That's mistake number 8. I'm Doree, and if you're ready to dive deeper into building a content strategy that actually works, you could check out my videos on creating long-form content and content planning that are linked right here. Which of these 7 mistakes will you tackle first? Drop it in the comments along with any other questions that you may have. If you need my help, I'm here. Just leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching, and check out one of these videos next.